We can't hear you. We we cannot hear you.
It
You
would
know?
help if I was on stage, yes.
Yes, it would. I started to put you on tape that I thought you.
I
Did
was
you
so
want
busy going back and forth. I was so busy going back and forth, I forgot to put myself on stage. I looked over at the YouTube and I went, oh crap, I'm not even on
me?
stage.
Do you want me on or off?
No, you stay right there.
Okay.
I told you, you are here as a normal guest. Um, just because of the fact that this way here you don't have to type.
Thank you.
So
I'm
you
gonna
stay
turn the
on when
camera.
I pick up.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off 1 minute, and I'll do that. Hi, Cindy and Helen and Judith. I've not seen you all day.
Oh yeah, right. Hello,
I'll be
Cindy,
right
Helen, and Judith. Give me just a minute. I'm also going to shut my camera off, but that's because actually, wait a second, Lenore. Hold on, let me mute for a second.
back. Hey, Lee. I'm doing a hot sauce and then on my phone. I'll do that.
Okay, sorry about that. I was yelling for Lenore to get me my discharge paperwork. Thank you, hon. I'm on live to um, go through the what happened. So give me just a minute to get this all straightened out, and I'll tell you exactly what I had. So give me just a second. Those are my discharge instructions. That's my sedation paperwork. I could have sworn I had something here that told me exactly what work I had done. And I can't find it. So anyway, here's what's going on. I did have an operation on my foot, my left foot, because it was going south. What I mean by that is I have a condition called Charcot foot, CHARCOT. Um, and what that is a deformation of bone in my feet. Uh, in the case of my right foot, my bone deteriorated to the point where my ankle, the outside ankle, became my heel. and the side of my foot, the blade of my foot, became the bottom of my foot. So the bottom of my right foot was actually pointing towards my left. So much fun. Trying to walk on that was a real blast. But the left foot was starting to do the same thing. It was getting weaker. So to sort of stem off the problem, he put in a L-shaped brace and connected it to my ankle bone so that it wouldn't go this way, you know. And I could still move the foot. See, on my right foot, I can't. They had to put a rod through the heel and up into the calf. So the foot had to remain immobile because it was so bad. Whereas this foot was savable, so I could do that. He also did some work on the how the nerves and so forth in the foot. No, Helen, actually for me it wasn't very painful because I have severe neuropathy, so I still don't feel a thing. I still don't feel anything. So I probably won't either. Sorry, I'm still looking because I want to explain exactly what I had done. It's just who I am. You know, I get a lot of information on deep vein thrombosis, which is basically issues caused by a blood clot, which of course is hard for me because I don't have deep pain. Because I don't feel pain, it's going to be interesting to keep an eye on. I do have a follow-up on the 5th of November, so that's going to be a good thing. And that's just pre-printed. All right, so apparently I don't have everything I need. At any rate, that's the long and short of it. I'll show you in a minute, which I mean most of you probably already saw it in Tammy's live. And if you're not a fan of that kind of thing, you may want to let me know, and I'll just warn you when I'm going to do it. But I am going to have to stay off it for approximately 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. I've got like I said, I got the follow-up on the 5th where the major bandaging will probably come off. And then I'll probably have wound care at home. Do not submerge. Yeah, I know that. Crutches a walker. Updated medicine list. Yeah, he told me. I just can't remember. I'm just such a good patient, you know. I think they gave me 2 med lists instead of what's going on. Yeah, and moderate sedation, according to what he said. So, but anyway, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. That's okay, Kat. There was no need to rush. You didn't have to run. I wasn't going. I mean, it's not exactly going to be a long live, but you know, because I can't figure out everything I wanted to. Most likely there will be physical therapy. I'll probably find out more about that. Hey, Tim.
Hey guys,
Welcome back.
thank you. I never done this on the phone, so I hope it works.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine the way you are.
My mom's bleeding, so. Oh, that's how that works.
Yeah. Actually, Eve, I wasn't too bad.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Sherry. Whoops. I forgot to mute my.
There we go. That's better. So anyway, that's what I've got to deal with right now. It's all tightly wrapped. I can move it some, you know, but I'm not to put any weight bearing on it, so I'm going to be using that device. Which is my kneeler. See if I can do this way. That's better. So I'll be using that to transport myself back and forth to the bathroom and to bed. And there's the foot. So, which really sucks because, unfortunately, Lenore is not allowed to bend because of her eye. And unfortunately, I cannot stand. So the things like the kitty litter box and things like that, she can't really pick up. Cat, I don't have any. You know, I mean, there's a little bit of. It's not really even pain. It's more of a, you know, when you get an itch that you can't scratch and it gets to a point where it hurts a little bit. something like that. Right, exactly. So there are things that she wasn't able to do because I could do them, but now for the next 3 weeks I won't be able to do them. So we got to come up with ingenious ways for her to be able to do some things. The biggest problem though is the kitty litter, because the feeding she can sit down and doesn't have to bend quite so far, which really sucks. I'm really upset about that because we worked hard to get it so that get the blood settled in her eyeball, and this is just gonna. Yeah, but the grabber we have doesn't work that well. We've tried it on the plates for the food, and when you put the food on it, it just doesn't hold the plate. It does with the bowls for the dry food, but not for the wet food. No, there's nowhere really to elevate the litter box to, so that she doesn't have to bend so far. So, not that the cats can get to anyway. But because I already thought of that. But I feel bad about that, so I feel guilty in that aspect because I can't do something for my wife that she needs to have done. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to get my other foot up on the thing. If they get used to that, they're going to want to jump up on the counter all the time. And yeah, we do food up on the counter, our food. But like I said, she can sit down on that, and we do have a spot where she doesn't have to bend so far, and they can get to that. But which will save her eye. Plus the fact that one of the cats will eat on the table where they watch kitty TV in the bedroom, so that's easy enough. She doesn't even have to bend. And we can't feed them together because if we feed them together, one of the cats walks away without even eating. So we have to feed them separate. But in 3 weeks, like I said, not in 3 weeks, but on the 5th, I'll go in and hopefully he'll give me less of a bandage. I'm going to see if they're going to give me home wound care. If we can get that, that'll be great because it'll save wear and tear on my wife, on Lenore. Like I said, so far I don't have any pain. I'm going to see, home care, home PT, that kind of thing. I should be getting it, but who knows? I'll find out from the doctors when I talk to the doctor on the 5th. Yeah, well, I've had it too when I had my other foot. I had home PT. Until they didn't pay for it anymore, then I had to go to a actual PT place. So hopefully he'll give me less of a bandage and I can take care of that. And in about 3 weeks total. Ouch! What are you doing?
I didn't do anything.
I don't know, but it's scratching like hell. I don't know if it's you, maybe it's me, I don't know. But in about 3 weeks or so, when my foot is all healed, then I've got to call the doctor and make another appointment for another operation. She left. She'll be back. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be denied. I'm just saying that, I always err on the side of. Happy Halloween, Billy. Oh yeah. No, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'll get it. I always tend to be pessimistic about certain things so that when I do get it, I'm surprised. I like to be surprised positively. You know. Um, so then I have to make another appointment in a couple of months to get the right foot done, because the problem that the right foot is having now, even though it's flat, the problem is it's doing this. So what happens is I go to walk and I trip over my other foot because it's bent inwards, pigeon toed. So he's got to turn around and muscle that straight. And I don't know what he's going to do about, I think he said something about cutting the tendons so that it'll straighten itself out and then do what he needs to do to keep it there. Pretty soon I'm going to be nothing but cyborg. You okay, Tam?
Hey,
You
I don't
okay?
know. Yeah, I'm done. I don't know what happened, but not in news.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I'm
wasn't
alright.
sure if wasn't sure if you were moving your phone or what.
But I did move it because it was getting hot. You know how it gets hot?
Yep. So that's probably where I was getting the noises from, was the microphone when you were moving it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I never done this on the phone.
Not to worry, it's quite all right.
Except the practice. I might have to move it though, move it to the side because it's getting really hot. Why it's been getting hot like this?
How come you're not using your tablet?
Mom had to leave, and I wanted it set up in here. I didn't know how long she'd be done, but Chad came out. Unfortunately, no, he passed out.
Thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. Lenore's not here; she's in the other room. I mean, because I couldn't set up, obviously, and I still have yet to teach her how to do the whole setup thing. So, but she's in the other room. She says hello to everybody. She's watching her programs, enjoying her time. But is everybody done with their trick-or-treating?
I am not 100. Wouldn't that be nice? And then kids. You didn't see.
Yeah, she's feeling all right, Kat. She's feeling all right. And yeah, Sherry, this is true. This is very true. I'll let her know, Eve. I will let her know. Yeah, I don't know if I think I took that out. Yeah, I did. I'd have to go back and copy it.
What you take out?
Yeah, we don't have any either, Sherry. We're in an elder community. I mean, yeah, we have your picture, your acceptance to Chad of your marriage,
Oh dear Lord.
your proposal. We don't know when the wedding is yet, but you know.
Well, I want to know who wants to be in the wedding. That's what I want to know. If you'd like to be in my wedding, raise your hand. And then tell me what role you'd like to play. It's the one that has a state wedding and also has a state blowout wedding. So Lenore, she is feeling okay. I missed that part. It's over from
Yeah,
me.
she's feeling good.
Lily, I saw your question posted in Discord, but I couldn't answer it right then because I was in my live. So I was gonna let you know how he was doing. So I did see it. He asked in Discord how you were doing. Not
Wait a
forget.
second. I'm just trying to do something here real quick. Let's hope it works.
Trying to steer you people at Halloween, so be careful. Be hold on tight.
There it is. Okay, so just like I did in Tammy's, I do want to take a moment to, even though this was an update on my foot and my operations and the things I still got coming along, and I'll go back to that at some point, but I do want to share the GoFundMe for anybody who was not in Tammy's live. The GoFundMe for Simba and Berta, so that we can get Simba some much needed special medical help and medical testing that is extremely expensive, even more so than it is for humans. So I want to make sure that goes in there over and above anything I got going on, because I'm fine. There's nothing technically wrong in that. I didn't have a hard time in surgery. I didn't have other issues and whatnot that popped up. The only thing that popped up was the doctor was a little late. So I was an hour past my original operation time. But I still got out on time, so that's a good thing. But yeah, Rich did an excellent job on that GoFundMe. I especially liked the quote that he put in, or the update and quote that he put in on October 28th. And I'm going to read it anyway, just in case some of you have not. So I want to take a moment to sincerely thank each of you for donating and or sharing the fundraiser for Berta and Simba. Whether you contributed $1, $1 million, or simply shared the campaign, your support is making a difference for a friend. a fellow community member, or a fellow dog lover. I am truly amazed by the generosity and kindness displayed here. We have been keeping Berta updated on the funds raised, and she has access to the donations received so far to help start the process of getting little Simba the care he needs. Berta is not one to ask for help, and she is overwhelmed by your generosity. I am so proud to be a part of this community, and I hope you feel the same way. A heartfelt thank you to you all, and especially Lee and Tammy for your continued help and support. That's a given. Of course, we're going to help and support. And then he adds a quote from Coretta Scott King: the greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. And again, that was from Coretta Scott King. And the compassionate actions of our members in our individual communities. When I say individual communities, I'm talking about Kara, Shay, mine, Tammy's, Ditsy's, because we all have different individuals. A lot the same, but there are still some differences. And so all of those communities combined into one to make the family what it is. And yes, I said family. Yes, there are black sheep in the family. There are always black sheep in a family. But nonetheless, overall, the family is absolutely fantastic. And it is well appreciated by everybody that's involved. Berta, Tammy, myself, Rich, every single contributor, every single person who shared the link and shared the GoFundMe, everybody involved, including even those that pray or prayed or send positive vibes or whatever it is that you choose to do. And I personally want to say thank you very much. It gives me a sense of it's hard to tell what it gives me a sense of, because it proves that there's still good in this world, even though it's not all good, but there is still good in this world. And we, as a community, have proved that. And we, as a community, show that with our works of compassion towards Berta and towards the dog, towards Simba. And it warms the insides. It really does. So thank you very much on my behalf, anyway, or on my side of it. Berta and Berta, you can, if you want to come on, I'll send you the link so you can say it yourself.
I can send it to her.
Yeah, would you send it to her, please, just in case she wants to come on? And Rich, if you want to come on, you can come on too. If you're here, I think you're here. If not, well, then fine. Be that way.
I'll send it to our group chat.
Yeah, just send it to the group chat. I mean, I know you put it in typed, as it says right there. I'm overwhelmed. I honestly can't say thank you enough. Even those prayers, yeah, fine. So I beat you to it. Big deal. Tough bananas. Well, it's about time you're eating. You are right, Cindy. Berta is a sweetheart, and Simba is cute. Even the tongue that hangs out. If
That's not
those of you that were in Tammy's live know, she showed cute little Simba. Actually, she showed all four of the dogs. But and yes, Helen, she does. You know, with as much as she has done for the community and for the people of the community, you know, this is just a drop in the bucket. Even if we make our goal, and the goal for the GoFundMe is 7,500. Even if we make our goal and hopefully maybe even surpass it, it's still just a drop in the bucket compared to what Berta has done, not just in gifts and the things she's given to people, but the emotions and the feelings and the care that she has given to people. You know, yeah, I know. I'm getting up on a high horse. Sorry. All righty, Jay Lee, have yourself a wonderful night. Sleep well. Sorry if I bored you. But,
they don't listen to him. He's a butt.
Thank you, Billy. That's appreciated. Yeah, Jay Lee is a sweetheart. So, of course, now I've lost track of what I was doing. But yeah, the thing she's done for people mentally and emotionally within those gifts and within just being there for people and supporting all of our channels. She supports so many channels no matter what she does. She supports just by being there, by watching replays, by watching whipping chats. You know.
And she doesn't miss him. I mean, religiously. If
Yep.
she tells him, she's there.
Even when she's at her hospital visits, she makes sure that she has everything all set up. So, yeah, I know she'll probably shoot me for squealing on her, but
even if she's not feeling the right, she's still there. She'll treat me
yep.
to that. But I'm with you.
You know, but
oh.
You know, so this is nothing. You know, compared to what she's done, this is absolutely a drop in the bucket from all of us. From the smallest amount given to the largest amount given, it's, you know, very special. So having said all of that, and I will now jump off of my soapbox, you know, very carefully, because actually I better not jump off because I'm liable to hurt my bad foot. You know, so I don't want to do that. But I worked hard on getting that foot fixed. You know. Back to me. Sorry, back to me. Yeah.
Hello,
Instead of you can't see me like John Cena, now you can see me. So, like I said, the right foot will be the next one to be worked on and straighten that out. With any amount of luck, that'll fix both feet. I should be back to normal. Probably all totaled about another 3 months. For a while, the whipping chats are going to either be face chats or they'll be Lenore's diamond painting. Lenore doing the diamond painting. I did think that I figured out how to do Santa Claus and the reindeer together so that her and I could do a whip and chat together with Santa Claus and the reindeer. So you're liable to see those in whip and chats, and you may even see a live whip and chat with Tammy co-hosting to catch all of the comments so that we can answer them from her. Again, I've got all year to get all better for the two events at the end of next year. September for 9/11 and November for Care to Share or Share to Care. You know, I can never remember which way it goes. Kat came up with the name. Kat will be co-hosting.
Care to Care, C before S.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know, I'm not doing wrong.
But Kat will be co-hosting. I'll also be working with Tammy on both and Berta on both because I believe Berta volunteered to help me on both too. I will be putting up a Discord, not a Discord, a Facebook page, and I do have an email that's going to start being used for it.
And I will draw on that Share to Her.
Yeah, we're going to Berta. We're gonna look at that here in the next day or two to be able to do that. She just sent me a picture of basically the Butler caddies, the things to be able to scoop and whatnot without bending down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Share to Care. So it's S before C.
Yeah, I said it wrong. There.
But that's okay. Either way, it works. But it does honor caregivers. As most of you know, most of the time, I do an end of month live on Saturday so that more people can attend if they want to, for specifically for caregivers. And when I say for caregivers, I want to clarify something. This is not just caregivers of the disabled, not just caregivers of the elderly and the sick. Parents are also caregivers. Parents of autistic children are caregivers. You know, so when I talk caregivers, I'm talking the entire gamut. You know, and we all need support. We all need somebody that we can vent with, somebody we can talk to. Now, unfortunately, it's on YouTube and it can't really be locked down because I want it to be open for anybody who decides they want to try and come in. So I don't want to try and password protect it, even though I'm sure I probably could. So we don't get into really, really personal details. However, it is a good place for everybody to be so that if they find somebody that they trust, they can always message them and say, hey, can I talk to you? You and I seem to have the same situation, and I'd really like to talk to you. Yep, I do, Berta. I do. And that's the whole point, you know. Fur babies are also, you're still caregiving. You know, look at Simba, you know. So you're still caregiving. So even if it was just for your 4 babies, you know, at least we know she can count higher than 1 though, because she's got 1 painting, 1 pen, 1 tray, you know, and 1 putty and all of that. But she does have 4 dogs, so we know she can count higher than 1. But anyway, yeah, that's for everybody involved. It's not exclusive to any one group. You know, Tammy, say it.
Tammy said what? Oh, shut up, please.
There, it's alive.
There, please.
But so you all know I have that. You know, unfortunately, this past September, we forgot all about it. Or this past October, we forgot all about it because it's already the last Saturday already came. That's right. It's a real live Cindy. Or AKA, there it is.
There.
Yep, there it is. But unfortunately, this October, I didn't get to it. I had a lot going on, and I do apologize to those that come religiously. But it will happen again in November if I have to tape it to my forehead.
Well, you know, I've had some when I'm honest about it, you know, and I should have.
Don't worry about it. It's not yours. It's not your responsibility. It was my responsibility as the host, and Lenore's responsibility as the host. You know.
I'm just saying.
But
For sure.
But nonetheless, but it will happen in November. I'll see to it.
I almost forgot mine.
Yeah, Tammy can schedule Alexa.
Yeah. I'll do that from now on.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I haven't.
So we do try. You know, we try to support everybody. We try to support what we can when we can. Yes, Sherry, you are. We are. You know. Yeah. Well, it's just simply that we forgot, Helen. There wasn't anything, you know, that was happening at the time. We just forgot. It's that simple.
You did have kind of a lot going on though. Maybe I'm just.
Well, that's a good thing, Sherry. And it doesn't matter. That brings up another point. It doesn't matter whether you were a professional caregiver or a family member caregiver like Lenore and I were. It's still caregiving, you know. Hey, Laura. How are you? You'll have to go back to look at the foot wrap up and all about the surgery, and the surgery is coming up. But well, that's true, Kat. That's very true. We all, like I said, we all need support. And I know when we were going through the initial caregiving of my mother-in-law, who at the time wasn't my mother-in-law, she was just the mother of the girl that I was living with, or woman that I was living with, I should say, whom we were planning on being married, but we weren't married at the time. But we turned around with her. She had had a TIA, which is basically a mini stroke. And we were planning on moving from Massachusetts to New Hampshire. We didn't like her being alone after that. So I turned around to Lenore and I said, come on, let's go get her. We'll move her up there with us, and she'll stay with us, and we'll take care of her. Which I think shocked Lenore. We can ask her the next time she's out on the live. But I think that shocked Lenore that I would do that, especially with us not having been together all that long at the time. Yeah, it came out pretty good, Laura. It's just all wrapped up, and there's no pain because of the neuropathy, or at least I believe it's because of the neuropathy. We'll find out if this stuff ever decides to. They didn't give me a blocker, so there shouldn't be any 24-hour limit on it. But and it should be all worn off by now. I mean, I had it at 8 o'clock this morning. But I got another one coming up in a couple of months from my other foot. So, and then God only knows what happens after that. You know, right now we were discussing the live that I have at the end of the month for caregivers, and how it's not just for one set of caregivers, it's for everybody that does caregiving of one sort or another, whether it be professional, animal, human, you know. Yes, hugs are always a good thing. Hugs, prayers, positive thoughts, whatever it is you choose to believe in, are always good things. I did post the GoFundMe up a little higher. If you'd rather not scroll and want me to do it again, just go ahead and I'll, just go ahead and ask, and I'll be more than happy to post it again. Right now, just so that everybody knows. Oh, you donated already. Thank you very, very much. It's appreciated. Oh, we do have a new number. Berta, we have a new number. Instead of 27, we have 2,811.
All right.
And now she's gonna cry. Yeah, I'm a tattletale.
Let her cry.
Too late.
I cry all the time.
You're loved, Berta. You're loved. We'll get you there. I one way or another, we will get you to that total, because we know you'll need every single penny. MRIs for a dog are not cheap.
I think that's
Yes, they are. They are your fur babies, just like my two. Even though they don't like me as much as they like her. But they are still our fur babies, and we got to make sure we do the best for them when we can. So yeah, that's extremely important. I'm going to put it again on my Facebook. I've got to go to my other computer to put it on my Instagram because for some reason or other I got a new laptop and for some reason or other it's not accepting my Instagram. So I got to futz with it and find out what the hell I'm doing wrong. So yeah, like I said before, we are a family. I'm back up on my soapbox again. There are black sheep in the family, but you deal with them as you need to deal with them at any given time. But we're still family. And support is extremely important. And that's what we do. Some of us by spreading the word, some of us by donating, some of us by doing both. Whenever we can, and that's the important part. Yes, black sheep are beautiful too, one way or another. But that's another story entirely. But what have I got? Okay, sorry about that. I was just checking messages. Yes. Indeed. So, like I was saying, we will get back to whipping chats eventually. Right now, however, it's mostly going to be either face and chat or Lenore doing her diamond paintings or painting.
Someone in a month is a day, okay, yes, you can do them.
But you will get one of those two. You'll get a live and you'll get whipping chats. I can't do unboxings because I have nobody to unbox for. But that's okay. I'm no good at unboxings anyway.
You could be. You don't want to be.
Funny how that is. I mean, I'll talk to a post if I think it has ears, but yet I can't do an unboxing. It makes no sense.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah, but I will eventually. But nonetheless, that's always good. But I think that's why my lives are usually so random, is because of the fact that it's like I run out of things to say, and so I just make up shit. I mean, what the hell? Why not? Oh, by the way, because I forget to do this every single time, and one of these days I'll get used to saying it, please hit the like and subscribe button. And even share if you think somebody could use whatever it is I'm talking about at any given time. Most of my lives I try to keep lighthearted. Most of my lives I try to keep it fun and uplifting. My monthly one, of course, is more of a serious note, and this one has been more of a serious note. So you will get my soapboxes, you will get my more serious talks and my more direct responses, which I may do every so often. Not so much to create drama or to bring up drama, but more to try to curtail it before it becomes drama, which I've done in the past. So you never know what's going to happen from one live to the next, which is why it's so much fun to check in and see. Yes, happy little accidents. Like, what the hell's his name? I can never remember his name. The painter.
And Bob Ross.
That's it, Bob Ross. God, you're right on the ball there tonight, Tammy.
Yes, sir. I always am. I always have you. I almost called you a name. Hey, that rhymes.
Tammy beat you to it, Laura.
Sorry, Laura. Sorry.
Well, Laura would have beat you if you were typing.
I am typing.
And that is true, Eve. That is very true. It is very true. This crew, you never know what's going on. Hey, at least I kept it on the rails tonight. I didn't completely go off the rails. Well, except once when I was taught when Christopher said 69 and I went 77 is better. But that's okay. Anybody who got that one, good on you, as they would say in Australia. But so I was nice tonight. I was even nice to Tammy tonight on both her live and mine.
It felt weird. I prefer.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, there you go. And I'm not going to ask. I don't want to know. I don't do politics here. We're probably just going to vote on the 5th date because I'll go vote and then I'll go to my doctor's appointment.
Oh, they'll let me vote at home.
Huh?
Let me back and vote at home.
I don't know.
I need to fill out a thing that I can vote at home.
Sorry about that. That was not nice. But
I didn't think that is tomorrow.
no, we don't trust vote by mail.
Why?
Oh, just too many things can happen. It could get lost in the mail. It could not get there in time. The whole 9 yards.
Right.
No. I know. I was just, but that's why I said I'm not gonna ask who or start any of that kind of a conversation. I wasn't talking about saying that you exercise your right to vote.
Well, you should anyway. That's private.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Nobody should.
But cool. Well, that's always a good thing. No, that kind of thing is not political talk. As far as when you voted and where you vote, that kind of thing. That's not political talk. That's just Yeah, we all do, honey. We all do.
I'm gonna try, or I'm gonna try not to. Just depends on if I can move that day. Today's gonna be a good day, and not it was yesterday. But I'm gonna.
Well, that's because you need sleep.
Yesterday I had plenty of sleep the night before. Just you need to know that
No, last night you did not have plenty of sleep. You were up all night.
I understand it. But the night before last, I slept 8 hours, which I neither do, and I still had pain. I don't know. Sleep
No,
just
you told me you didn't have any pain when you woke up.
now that I did later on, but not as much as I did today. Sleep definitely plays a factor in it. That I couldn't sleep. I took my melatonin, but
Yeah, but it creates too much dissension amongst the ranks, and I'd rather not do that. Causes too many arguments, so that's why I don't do it. Um, not on the not on the channel anyway.
I agree it does. Hey, Lee.
Yes.
Hold on, let me check something. Hold on. Never mind.
No. What was your question?
I was gonna ask you if Jenny was doing live, but she's not. She's not live yet. Anyway.
Yeah, I forgot all about her.
Yeah, I know that. I think you did. That's why I asked it. She never not been doing live. It's not scheduled. I've not seen her. I've not seen an alert, and it's not scheduled.
Okay. That's bad. I
I
usually don't forget about Jenny.
believe you had a long day, dude. I I agree that sleep does play a factor.
Sleep plays a very big factor.
Laura did she not doing
Um,
the
oh, wait a minute.
she's not live. Please. I looked.
Yeah, no, she's not.
I know she's not scheduled.
But yeah, if she wasn't feeling good, that's probably a good indicator that she's not going live.
It's hard for him to do that, Pat. It can be a but.
Who, me? Grace?
William Grace. Ooh, you
What am I
telling me.
giving myself grace for?
I have scratching and beady little eyes. Yep, yep. Uh-oh. Like, Florida, you can't go to you know where. I gotta talk to you. I she did have bad headache. That is correct, dude. It does. But maybe the reason you're not having a whole lot of pain, not that I want you to, but you can have anesthesia in your body and not have a lot of pain for hours later. That's what I was told. Oh, well, let's not say that word from now on.
You mean the fact that you've got to go get yourself some sleep?
Please shut it. I talked to her.
Sleep, Tammy.
I said,
Sleep, Tammy.
please. What I want to do is just mute you sometimes.
Wait a minute.
Oh, God. He's up to something. I'm sorry, guys, for what it is.
Sleep, Tammy. Sleep, Tammy. Your eyes are getting heavy.
Eve, I think it's dead. Stop. What do you think? It's acting kind of loopy.
Hey, I'm always loopy anyway. What the hell difference does it make? Medications aren't going to change that.
Yes, you're extra loopy today.
Not me. I think I'm pretty damn good.
30 said, Lee, you're killing me.
How? I am not telling you. You're friggin' in Sitka, Alaska. I'm in Florida. Two completely opposite ends of the world.
30, don't laugh at me, man, please.
I cannot kill you.
It's easy to make your cackle.
I can make your sides hurt from laughing so much. Here, let me prove it. Give me a second to get myself situated.
Oh, God help us. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
just look at that face. Look at that face. That'll make you cackle. That face will make you cackle. And if I want to freak out Tammy, I'll do this.
Don't, Lee, I'm not looking at you. Stop. Stop it.
Well, how do you know I'm doing anything if you're not looking at me? And that is getting even with you for Berta. You and your wanting to show her biggest fear by showing her pictures of spiders, even if they are diamond paintings. Yes. Tammy, what was I going to ask Lenore when I saw her next? Do you remember? Oh, she's muted. Oh, she left. I should have left it up on the screen. Yes, please. That's fine. Yeah, I know the feeling, Eva. I do too. Yeah. I was going to ask something from the community, or from somebody in the community. I completely forgot what it was. I'll try to remember it, and I'll ask you. Bye. So long. Sayonara. Would have been nice if you stayed out here with me, but that's okay. You don't have to. I'm kidding. Go ahead, I'll drink some of it. Ah, my throat. You should have heard me earlier because they had a tube down my throat to allow me to breathe better because I have adult sleep apnea.
I'm back.
You're back. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
hear what I said?
No.
I got even with you for showing Berta the spiders
Oh God, why?
with my eyes.
Yeah.
You said you weren't watching, that you kept telling me to stop doing, even though
Yeah.
you weren't supposedly watching.
Well, I also told you them to tell me when you stopped, like I can hear them. The 1 minute I thought I heard.
But anyway,
I'm losing it.
I was also asking you because Lenore came out and I was going to ask her something. I had said earlier I was going to ask her next time I see her. And she came out and then I forgot what it was I was supposed to ask her. So I was asking you if you remembered. Of course, I should know better than, the blind leading the blind here when it comes to remembering
Lee,
things.
what was you supposed to, like, was it something I wanted to ask her or something I knew you wanted to ask her?
I don't remember. That's my whole point. But like I said, I don't know why I did that because blind leading the blind when it comes to remembering questions.
Stop me, Lee. Jeez.
Remember what happened when you said that in
Oh, God.
I put up a cat biting a guy's arm. Berta put up vampire fangs biting. I put up a cat biting a girl's ass. And she's over there saying, you two are freaking me out. And I said, well, then go to sleep like you were going to, or take a nap like you were going to, and you wouldn't see them.
They hung up on me. That was
because you were working on almost 10 minutes of trying to say goodbye and then coming up with something else and then trying to say goodbye. So we said, fine, if that's the case, we hung up.
I didn't want to leave. I had to.
We forced you to.
And I would have, but...
Yeah, in about 20 more minutes.
Well, I would have. You didn't have
in about 20 more minutes, and then you would have been really tired and probably overslept your own life.
Maybe. It was hard to get up. I didn't go to sleep. I'm not that kind of tired.
I still don't remember. Yes, it did. That's my point. It was a question I was supposed to ask you, and I don't remember who asked it or what it was, and neither does Tammy. You haven't got a brain. You're not sharing it. Nope, we don't. You have a brain, but you're not sharing it. But as I was saying, I remember what it was.
What?
Your reaction when, because I was talking about when I said to you, we're going to New Hampshire, why don't we just have your mother come with us, because we didn't want to leave her in Lynn. Yeah. And I said, I don't remember what her reaction is. I'll have to ask her the next time I see her, or next time we see her on Live. Because if I remember correctly, you were like shocked that I would offer that when we hadn't known each other for that long. She said she was shocked, but she actually loved me even more at that point. I knew I'd remember eventually. So yeah, it was a oh, stop trying to make him feel guilty. Yeah, apparently, Kat, that did seal the deal. But I got very, very lucky with this woman.
Yes, you did.
More so than I care to remember in some cases. Because at one point I got really selfish and I left for someone else. And I was gone for 10 months, and yet she took me back. So I got very, very lucky.
Yes, you did.
Talking about my selfish face.
I'm glad you felt.
She says, "What would I have done with the rest of my life if you hadn't come back? Gee, I would have been bored silly."
That's true. But I'm glad that you worked it out. Not many people could do that.
Yep. Well, my mother gave her some really good advice. My mother said, "Make up your mind. We'll support you whichever way you go. But if you take him back, make sure you take him back completely, and don't keep reminding him of what he did. Instead, I keep reminding her
But I'm glad
because she did a very good thing."
I'm glad you saw the error of your ways. Because my,
What was that?
With the dog, I
Yeah.
remind you.
No, I don't.
I told you, if you ever discover that you made a mistake, you better come back.
Ah, she said if I ever discovered that I made a mistake, I better come back to her, is what she said. And we have been inseparable ever since. Helen, you have no idea. I literally am spoiled rotten by this woman. Yes, I do. I'm proud of it. I said, yes, I do have to tell everyone that because I'm proud of it. No, you do not look like an idiot. You look like you love me. Well, all right then. Yeah, well, that's by today's standards. We don't live by today's standards anyway. Don't forget to use your grabber. That's the one thing you can use. Put it on the table. Doesn't matter. Anywhere on the table. It's not going to destroy the painting. She cooks for me. She cleans around me. She cleans for me. Does all the dishes. Does all the laundry. You know. Yep. Go shopping. You know. Of course, takes care of the cats. Takes care of my brother. But she basically treats me like a king. You know, so any little thing that I do for her is not any little thing I do for her is just a drop in the bucket. It really is. I do what I can, but I try to make sure she knows she's appreciated one way or the other. We have a very special relationship. I remember one time, I think I've told this story before, but I remember one time we were living in New Hampshire, and the church we were going to, some of the people worked in a furniture store. One of the couples worked in a furniture store. So we went to the furniture store. I was there first, and I said, I'll tell you what. I will bet you I can go around this store and pick different pieces of furniture for the bedroom, living room, dining room, and kitchen. And she'll come in a little later and pick out exactly the same things that I would pick out. And she showed up, 10 minutes later, something like that. Half an hour? No, it was the same day. Yeah. She came in the same day, a little while later. And we went through and she picked out the exact same dining room table and chairs that I would have picked out, the same living room set that I would have picked out, the same um, uh, TV and all of that stuff. Everything was exactly the same. And we did not discuss this beforehand, and we did not have any signals. I actually stayed out of the way. I stayed behind her where she couldn't see me, and she picked them all for herself. You know? And that's the kind of relationship we have always had. Yes, there are times when I will finish her sentences. Same thing for her with me. So it's a very good thing. That's why I keep saying our banter is our love language. Because it's fun. It's the way we keep ourselves sane by going insane. I keep telling her she's crazier than I am and she doesn't want to believe me. Well, now you admit it. Yeah, but like I said, now you admit it. You fought it for the longest time. It's about time you admitted it. The reason I say she's crazier than I am is because I was crazy. I asked her to marry me within a month of us being together. Yeah, probably less than that. But I asked her within, 3 weeks to a month, 2 weeks to a month, whatever, to marry me. That's crazy enough. She knows my family. She knew my parents before she knew me. She knew what I was brought up like with my father around, and she knew what I was like. And my mother may have made up for that, but you still decided to say yes. So knowing all of that, you're still crazier than me for saying yes. You didn't marry me for my mother. You didn't marry me for my mother. Now the truth comes out. She married me because she wanted to be my mother's daughter. I see how it is. I don't care. Now you're telling me you didn't love me, you loved my mother.
Dramatic nuts.
I see how it is. Yes, you put up with me all these years because you love my mother. Because you want to make sure you keep the Ruth Kennedy name.
Oh, yeah.
So you can still say, well, she's my mother too. And for those of you that don't know, she actually has been married to me for 33 years. So. Well, I appreciate that, Sherry. My mother always said that, you know, whether you believe it or not, just say thank you and move on. And what I mean by that, I don't mean to make it sound like it's less of a compliment because it really isn't. Um, but it's not less of a compliment. It's a big compliment. Um, yep. But I don't really believe that I have all that big a heart. I'm just me. It's what I am. You know, I mean, I can't do something. I can't be something I'm not. I can't be. I have to be me. You know. I know it sounds cliche, but that's the way it is. You know. And what I believe in is what I believe in. You're moving the phone again, aren't you?
I I had to pick my mom. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Well, it is very hot right now.
Yep.
I need to take it off charge to turn the thing of it.
But as I say, it's. I'm not doing anything special in my eyes. I'm just doing what I should do. Is what I'm saying. And I know a lot of people think that what I do is special in certain cases. You know. But to me, it's just me. But I do thank you. I really do. It's not just a saying. I appreciate the thought. What are you
Sorry,
laughing at?
nothing. I
Huh?
can't tell. I can't
I don't know. Tammy's laughing at
tell.
something. No. All right.
I don't know.
Okay. You will. So I don't know. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So at the moment, everybody is all caught up. I appreciate that, Cat.
I'm back.
What were you laughing at?
That's it.
Bullshit. You're still laughing.
Oh, I'm done.
Did somebody? No, you're not. You're still laughing. Look at your face. Did somebody say something in the background?
Maybe, maybe not.
Fine.
It's about it's
No, that's fine. That's fine. If you don't want to say, that's quite all right. Don't worry about it.
I got a text. It's all. That's
That's
it.
what I said. If you don't want to say something, that's fine.
Oh my Lord, I'll tell you after.
You don't have to tell me at all. I was just curious, and when you didn't say anything, I said, okay, fine.
On my phone went off when I had that text, and what got me tickled is it started making this. It started making this noise, and you sounded like a robot, and for some reason it made me cackle.
Okay.
Yeah,
Drugs and surgery.
yeah.
No, I have the wrong body parts for that, Berta. I have the wrong body parts for that. But nonetheless, so that is
This
the
is
long
still
and short of my day. Mostly the long because it's been going on for an hour and a half. Um,
That's what I was laughing at. You said you're only gonna be on a little bit, and I looked, you've been on an hour and a half, and it cracked me up. No, it's not an hour and a half. I stayed on the 7:30.
I've been on for an hour and 35 minutes.
I'm glad that you went on because a lot of people were asking about you, and I've applied to several. You know,
I know you did. And I appreciate that.
so I'm glad you decided to do it, a pop-up. I didn't even think of that. I hate those words too. You made me hate the words. I didn't think of that and listen. Ow! Ow!
What did you do now?
Ow! I'm trying to take my nail polish off. I'm trying to pull it off. I've heard use nail polish remover, but what's the fun in that? Ow! Ow!
I don't know.
It doesn't come off.
Anyway, I do want to say thank you, everyone, for coming and putting up with my extreme, serious randomness.
I'm glad you did.
Please, again, feel free to share the GoFundMe. And if you haven't donated, and you are capable of donating, please do. It would be greatly appreciated. I know I'm being pushy, but this is kind of important. Not only because Berta is a special lady, but because I love dogs. So I hate to see a dog that, even though the vets say he's not in pain, I'm sorry, I don't think seizures are fun for a dog.
We haven't no, but yeah.
But so by all means, and like I said, share it. Send it out to whoever. Wherever. And we'll get her to her $7,500 goal in the blink of an eye. At this rate, we really will. As I said, we are at. Let me just refresh it to make sure. We are at 2811 at this point.
It went up.
And I'll check it in the morning to see where we're at.
It's gone up since I got it.
Yeah, it has. It was at 27 something
27.
When I got up.
And
Yeah,
it's how much?
27.51 or something.
And it's how much now?
So.
How much is it now? How much is it now?
2811.
Okay.
So it went up like $60. But from several different people. Remember, getting back to stop squirreling here. Remember that words not only can hurt, but they can kill. And you wouldn't want certain things said about yourself. Don't say it about others. And yes, that is not being melodramatic. That is true. But as much as they can kill, they can also heal and help Use those words instead. And on that note, I will wish everyone a fond farewell. We will see you on Tuesday on our live, where you should have both of us. Be good to one another. Be good to everyone else. Enjoy your week or your weekend in this case. And I hope everyone had or is having a wonderful Halloween time. Be safe and be happy. And on that note, say your goodbyes, Tammy.
Bye guys, I love you. Thank you for coming.
And that should give everyone the updates. But good night, Kat. I do have to get in touch with you. I keep promising I'm going to.
Good night, Kat.
If I don't get a hold of you tomorrow, get a hold of me. You know my Discord.
I kept telling her that, and she finally told me, thank God.
You know. So call me at any time or text me at any time. That's quite all right. I don't have a problem. If I'm asleep, I'll tell you I'll talk to you later. Or I just won't answer. One way or the other. But I'll talk to you soon. And I'll talk to everyone soon, one way or another. Have a wonderful time.
Good
See ya.
night, Dad. Bye. I love you too, Kat. I love you, Dad.